Cowardly, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis privately legalizes carrying concealed weapons without permits. All that and more now on Graph's Grievances. Expected 2024 Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis signing a bill that would allow Florida residents to carry guns without a state permit. DeSantis signing the bill behind closed doors with only the bill's legislative supporters and gun rights advocates, including the NRA. The hidden bill signing notable as DeSantis regularly holds flashy press conferences where he relishes attacking the press and agitating his Democratic opponents. Florida now becoming the 26th state to allow residents to carry concealed weapons without a permit. DeSantis' actions revoking a Florida law that until now made it a felony to carry a concealed weapon without a permit. The new legislation also eliminating mandatory training and a background check to carry concealed guns in public. What are we to make of this new legislation signed by the Florida governor? So first and foremost, the timing of this bill signing and the fact that it was done behind closed doors with only the NRA and other gun supporters is very notable. As you'll recall, just 1 week ago, 6 people, including 3 children, were gunned down at the Covenant School in Nashville, Tennessee. The Florida governor, seemingly not wanting to draw attention to the fact he's signing this legislation right after a mass shooting, signing the bill in private as gun violence in Florida is spiking. This legislation the Florida governor just signed comes as, according to the Florida Department of Health, almost 1,200 people in the state were killed by firearms in 2021. A decade earlier, in 2011, under 900 people were killed by firearms. And in case you think maybe Florida is an anomaly, a state with low gun violence, let's look at New York, a state where many residents are fleeing to Florida. According to the CDC, in 2020, the rate of gun homicides in Florida was almost twice that of New York. So the question is, what do Floridians think about this? A state where notably 3 million people have concealed carry permits. Well, according to a poll last week by the University of North Florida, 77% of Floridians say they were somewhat or strongly opposed to permitless carry legislation, including 62% of Republicans, which is really a shocking number for a state that, as we said, has 3 million concealed carry permits. So why is DeSantis doing this now? Clearly, the Florida governor is teasing us with a 2024 run for the White House. And he believes that in order to get the nomination from the Republican Party, he has to show his strong commitment to the Second Amendment. And he believes that the way to do that is by basically eliminating whatever gun laws he can in Florida, even if he knows it's not popular for his constituents. Just a year ago, when DeSantis won re-election in Florida as governor, the Washington Post reports he tried to ban guns from his campaign event on election night. Why did the Florida governor want to do this? Because he knows that guns are dangerous. And more guns means more violence, and it means more crime. So what do Democrats need to do in order to confront this? They need to make this about crime. They need to put DeSantis on the defensive. Talk about how the Republicans in Florida are for criminals having guns. They're for more crime. More guns, more crime. Not the GOP narrative, which is guns lead to more security, because evidence shows that's just not the case. Thanks for watching this episode of Grass Grievances. Let me know what you think.